are here yesterday and you are here today again. Anyone?
Yes, please.
Yes, please. Okay, that's great. Any other person? I think that was Ishak. And okay, Mary is saying yes, he was there yesterday. Nathaniel, were you here yesterday? Deborah, were you here yesterday or day before yesterday? Okay, day before yesterday only, and you are here today. Okay, that's perfect. All right. So I was actually looking out for someone who attended day before yesterday, and we are on here today. That person automatically would have gotten a recharge card, at least for your data that you have used. But since none of us have done for 3 days, no problem. Let's see, maybe tomorrow I can want to get that recharge card out. But notwithstanding, there are still other things that could come up. Now, is there anyone who specifically attended yesterday during the marketing class? Is there anyone? Please let me hear from you. If there's anyone that attended so that we can know where to pick it up, or if I'll have to just brush what we did yesterday. Okay, good, Misha. Now, this is the thing. We are going to have a build up from where we stopped yesterday, and I'll just brush us through that for the benefit of the people who were not present yesterday. Then we pick it up from there. So I'll make it as brief as possible. Let me start by sharing my screen. Screen. Okay. Okay, please let me know if you can see my screen. Please let me know if you can see my screen. You can either type on the comment section or you unmute and let me know if you can see my screen.
Okay, we can see it now.
Oh, okay, perfect. Perfect. So, this is the thing. As we spoke about yesterday, when it gets to the marketing activity, before we even think of the method, which is the social media that we have talked about, there are some basic things that you need to know. And I did mention that the first of it all is having the knowledge of your product. That is knowing exactly what you are out to even sell. It's very, very important, right? And how you get to know about it is the first thing to know is why do you want to sell that product, or why do you decide to sell that product? Of course, everybody knows it's because of money. But we don't just go into selling for the money purpose, because if it is solely because of money, to be honest with you, when the money is not forthcoming, you are going to be frustrated. So there are some other intangible reasons why you are into that product, either as the business owner or the marketer. Then the next thing is you need to understand the feature and benefit. Now, for you to understand the feature and benefit, I gave example of like a biro yesterday, right? In each product that you have, you can break them down into components. So like the biro, when you can have the cover, right? That's a feature or a component. What is the benefit? And I also made mention that for us to know exactly what we are doing, you need to take yourself out of the picture, and you ask yourself, if I am the user of this product, right? What is that thing that is going to benefit that this component is going to benefit me with? So I'm looking at, or if it's like a biro, that, as I've said earlier, the cover, for example, it could be to protect it from drying up, right? That is it. Now, let me just drop one part. Okay, so let me just do a live example of what feature and benefits looks like. Now, for feature and benefit, for you to do it, it's just like you, like as you are seeing on my screen, you can just have a table where you have feature and then on the other side, you have benefit. So I'll have something like this. It's just like a normal table that you have. Now, under the picture, you can come in with the first one. You say, what's the first feature? Let's say we are looking at, let's even say we are using a car, for example, right? For a car, which is a product, what are the features that you can have? For a typical example could be airbags, right? For airbags now, what's the benefit of the airbag? You need to think of it as, what is this thing that is going to be, if you are the user, why should this thing be there? Or what's the use of this thing for you? Of course, we know airbags is not just there for fancy. We know airbag is for what? It's for security or safety rather. So you already know that if there is going to be an accident or what have you, the driver or the passengers that are in the vehicle are going to be saved, right? So you will need to identify all the features of your product, and for each feature, you need the benefit to go along with it. So that's what the feature and benefit is. You just need a table where you have feature, then you describe the benefit. Now there is another additional level of benefit, which is a different layer of benefit. If we remember in our discussion yesterday, I did mention that when it comes to buying a product, we buy a product because of two major reasons. It can be either because of one or because of the two. And it is the two reasons are: number one, the emotional benefit, or the logical reason. Now, let me give you an example from what I did yesterday. Someone can just come up today and say, oh, I need a car. What is the reason why you go for a Lamborghini instead of a Toyota? Right? Of course, the both of them, they have basically, they serve basically the same purpose, which is conveying you from one location to another location. But when it now comes to the emotional benefit that is attached to it, then the feature and benefit now comes into play. Of course, the speed. For example, you can't compare the speed at which Lamborghini can move with that of a Toyota. The luxuriousness, the feel, these other emotional benefits that comes with other products. So you as an individual, either you are a salesperson or a business owner, you must know the fact that your product, identify it. Is it something of a direct emotion that you are playing with, or you are playing with a direct benefit that is going to be backed up with a logical reason? Now, that is just a little about this. There could be other features. So apart from this, the airbag, it can be the wheels, right? It can be the gear system, the suspension. Like there are lots of things that you can have as a component of the product, right? Then for each component that you have been able to identify, you need to state the benefit. Why is this very important? Now, here is where you need to listen to this. Buyers of your products or services, they are not interested in the features of that product. They are more interested in the benefit. This is the junction where you need to know that all your buyers, they are actually selfish about themselves. We are human beings and we are a selfish being, right? So everybody that is coming to buy anything from you. They are always asking, what is the need for me? So they don't care about their safety, right? They don't care about the speedometer or the speed. They care about getting to where they want to be fast. Okay? They don't care about the color of the car or the arrangement of the interior. They care about the beauty, right? They care about the class. They care about the feel. They care about how they are going to feel if they are driving that type of car. Okay? So this benefit is actually what is in it for the customer. And you need to note it very well because it is very, very important. Okay? Next, let me move into the goal, which is another very important thing. If you are looking at a product or a service, okay, you need to know that for every business or for every product or service, there are some goals that you need to achieve or that you have to achieve. And for you to have this, it is very simple. We have goals that need to be smart. For the fact that you can have a goal that, okay, my goal is I want to make like 5 million naira in the next 30 days. Of course, every product has the potential of doing that, okay? But is that a realistic goal? Is that smart at all? How do you get to it? Of course, you need to know what's happening in the industry, okay? Now, for you to know what's happening in the industry, this is where I will introduce us to one tool, which most probably some of us have already known it before, but even at that, I will still introduce us to it. There is a tool called SimilarWeb. I don't know if you've heard about it. So the website is similarweb.com. And what do you do with this website? Of course, just like Google, you know Google is very big. And if you don't understand how Google works, you might end up not getting the information you are looking out for. But don't worry, I'll still use Google after I've used SimilarWeb. Why? Because SimilarWeb is more direct. And once you are very direct, you can be able to get tons of information. And when I say tons of information about your industry or your competitor, so that it can help you to set your smart goal. Because we know that there is nothing that is new on earth. You can't just wake up and say you want to create something new today. So it is very good to look at what the data are already saying in the industry. And how do we use SimilarWeb to do that, to analyze that? It's very simple. Let's say you are selling an e-commerce product and you know, or you want to launch your e-commerce, like the website that you guys are designing now or developing now. You decide to say, okay, I want to know what's happening in that space because I want to market it. Okay? So for you to do that, you can look at some competitors that are already in the industry. For example, let's say Jumia or Konga. So I can just come here and type in Jumia. As I'm typing Jumia, you will see it will give me suggestions of the Jumias that are available. So, okay, while it's doing that, you can just go straight to jumia.com or jumia.ng or jumia.com.ng. It's the same thing. So, where's that noise from? Who is that? Please, Deandra, can you mute Felicita, or Felicita, can you mute? You are welcome on board anyway. Let's just proceed. Okay, so this is jumia.com. Okay, all I need to do is I just click on search and I wait for SimilarWeb to do the magic for me. So this is it. This is the result I get from Jumia. Now, what is this result thing? Because it's one thing to have a result. Is another thing to know what the result is telling you. Of course, right here, you will notice that Jumia.com, what are they doing? They are, look at their annual revenue that they are doing. They are doing an average of 100 to 200 million per annum. Okay, that's what they are doing, and this is the year they were founded. Like, this is the basic knowledge of them. Okay, now this is what is really important to you. Look at Jumia.com in the global ranking. This is their global ranking. Okay, but look at their country ranking. Nigeria, they are number 54. Okay, and their category. If you notice, on the online space, Jumia.com is not known as an e-commerce platform. It is known as a platform that sells computer electronics and technology. So this is what they position themselves to be as. Okay? So you see, this is one thing. But right here, you are already seeing that them being who they are, this is how much they are making. This is their annual revenue, which is around 100 to 200 million. Of course, this is now telling you that if you are going to set your SMART goal in terms of revenue now, this is not profit, this is revenue. Okay? You should be working around there. Don't go and be thinking of setting 500 million naira annual revenue. Jumia has been in this industry since 2013, and up to date, they are still doing an average of 100 to 200 million. Okay, this is something that you should start knowing to help you to set your SMART goal. Okay, also, apart from that, you see, this is their total monthly visitor, 1.1 million visits per month. This is the traffic they are getting on their platform. Okay, so if you are going to set a SMART goal, how many traffic do you want to have in a month? Of course, Jumia, to come to this age after almost 10 years, they are still dragging with 1.1 million monthly visitors. Please, you will have to set your own realistic goal too. Don't even go close to anything half of this if you are just starting out. Most probably you are looking at between 5,000 to 10,000 traffic on a monthly basis as a target for your next 3 to 6 months. Okay, this is you setting SMART goal. Bounce rate. Now, when we are talking about bounce rate, is about when people come to your platform, right? They just come to your platform and they go up immediately. Okay, that is bounce rate. It will be recorded that this person just bounced. They didn't stay they didn't stay for a specific period of time before leaving. They came in and went back. That is bounce rate. And the lower this number is, the better for you. Now, so far, Jumia is doing 47.86% as their bounce rate, and you are coming into the industry. You are looking at 20-something% as bounce rate. It might not be too realistic, so you need to look at it and use it to set your own average SMART goals that you want to achieve for the month, for the year, for the quarter, and for whatever you have. Okay, then the next thing is page visits. Now, for anybody on average, anybody that visits Jumia on average, they are visiting about 8 different pages before they leave there. That's what this one means. These are also goals that you can set for your businesses, right? So then average duration. How long does someone spend on your platform? These are things that you can use in setting goals. Now, why am I introducing us to this? You can decide to say, okay, if I want to set my goals, I go to SimilarWeb, right? I look at Jumia, this is my industry. I look at Jumia, I look at Gigi, I look at Konga, I look at Amazon in Nigeria, I look at eBay in Nigeria, I look at AliExpress in Nigeria. Then I can begin to set a realistic goal, right? This is part of it. This is not all, because when you go down, you will see that this is their traffic for the 1.1 million, right? January was 1 million, February was 1.1 million. You see that it's fluctuating, right? Now, aside that, this is something that is very important. The whole of Jumia, 40% of their traffic comes from Nigeria. 18% comes from Morocco, Egypt, and what have you. There are tons of them. This is where they get their visits from. Now, this is another interesting thing that you should also be noticing whenever you are doing competitors analysis. Okay? And this is where is their audience coming from? This is the top category of their audience. It comes from search engine. It comes from social media, right? Then other software. This is where they have them. Now, this is where they visit mostly. It's already telling you that Google, Jumia is using Google platforms very well. It's using Facebook platforms very well. It's using LinkedIn platforms very well. Okay? And to be honest with you, you will see that Jumia advertises on all these platforms that is listed here. Right? So you will see. And this is the topic that Jumia is targeting. These are the keywords that Jumia is targeting. So from here alone, you can get tons of information about your competitor that will help you to know what is happening. Now, these are other competitors in the industry. Okay, other competitors in the industry. You are seeing Gigi here. You are seeing this. Now, why are you having this as their competitors? Of course, if you know what they are doing in Jumia, which is they sell products, you will know that yes, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn, we have thousands of people who sell on these platforms too. It's not necessarily on Jumia alone. Okay? So these are things that you need to know. Another very important thing is the marketing channel. The marketing channel, which is also good for when you are setting your smart goals. Now, for marketing channels, come on. Okay, for marketing channels, see, you will be so surprised that about 38.1% of people who visit Jumia, they already know the name of Jumia. Like they go directly to type in Jumia.com. So Jumia is already, it has come to an age where it is now a home known brand. Where if you are, chances are if 5 people are going to visit Jumia today, 2 of them are going to type it directly. They know the website. So if you want to go and compete with Jumia for that space, you know that you would have built this reputation that everybody already knows your name off heart, and they know your address off heart. They don't need to visit any other place, right? Then 36% goes into referral, which means they have an audience network, like an affiliate network or what have you, where people refer to go to Jumia. So it could be that they have affiliates that they can sell their product or do whatever thing. So they push this traffic to their website. Okay? Then another one is search engine. About 14% of people visit Jumia website from search engine. And look at it, no matter what these guys are doing on social media, right? It's just 2.4%. So what is this one telling you? If you want to go into the internet space with your business and be successful, you must know that, yes, social media is very fancy. Social media is very good. But social media is not meant for sales. The best thing social media can give you is traffic. And even at that, they are still failing in traffic. Okay? So search engine is very good. Yes, you can even see it from here. Look, go to any website that is doing very well. You will notice it. It is a trend. I'm telling you from experience. Search engines are very, very good. Emails are very, very superb. And you can now bring in social media. If you can build referral network, perfect. Then your direct, you push in direct. For pushing in direct, this is where social media come into play. Because if people keep on seeing your name, if they keep seeing your name, they are going to register it on their brain. So anytime they are going to look for what is there, they might go to social media and look for it. If they don't see it, they will go to Google and search. The moment they go to Google and search, they will know if it is simple enough, they will retain that name in their brain. So this is what social media stands for to help you with. What do they do? Number one, awareness activities. Social media is super for it. Like if you are looking for awareness, please just go to social media. They can send the word out. They can show, like they will help you to follow people. Then other Google network, they call them Google Advertisement Network. They will also help you to push out this thing to make aware of your product. But when it comes to engagement and decision making, there is a little step after it, which is where mails come in, search engine comes in, and direct comes in. Of course, the referral is deeper than just what you see in the eye. Because when you come to the referral, you are seeing things like an affiliate network that does this. Okay? I hope we are going to get some feedback. I hope we are following. Are we still following? Felicita. Let me see who do we have. Mute yourself, please. Okay, thank you. Or you can just type in. You can type it into the comment section. Please, are we following? Are we following? Mr. Nishak, are we following? Okay, Deborah, are we following? Deborah, are we following? Felicita, are we following? Okay. Oh, perfect, perfect. All right. So, once you've been able to get this information out there and you document them, right? That means at the tail end of it, you are already having an insight of the goals you are supposed to set for your business. And remember, it's not just about goals, it's about smart goals. And once you are able to set these smart goals, the next thing for you to do is to know who your customer is. Now, the knowledge of your customer is very, very simple. It's very simple. You can also do it without even going too far. From here, you should know. If you come back to your audience here, okay? If you get back to your audience, yes. If you get back to your audience, this is supposed to give us money. Yes. So this one is going to tell you your geographical audience. Already you know bulk of these guys are coming from Nigeria to this platform. If it is working for Mr. A, chances are I have a starting point already, okay, to this platform. Now, another one that you can use for audience identification is platforms like Facebook Audience Insight. Okay, Facebook Audience Insight. Oh, I hope this system can give me that. Facebook Audience Insight. Let's hope it gives us what we are looking for, because this is a different system I'm using, and I'm not sure if there's any account registered here for that purpose. See, log in. Let me see if I can log in. Uh, okay. Okay. Yes, I think I'm in now. So let's just wait for it to load. Now, this is Facebook Audience Insight. All you need to do once you log in, you click on Go to Audience Insight. This, this is supposed to give you an insight into the kind of audience that you have, right? But again, it is restricted to Facebook alone. And as we all know, when it gets to social media, Facebook is, even if we know that they are only specific on some things, that is, if you are looking for some specific target audience, right? You are going to, you might need another platform. So, for example, if you are looking for career enthusiast or career-driven professional, right? You might want to use LinkedIn as compared to Facebook. Or if you are looking for visually appealing audience, you might be more inclined to Instagram than Facebook. If you are looking forward to, yeah, okay, so this is what Facebook Audience Insight looks like. Okay? Now, why they created this platform is they are trying to, they want to make your job easier because Facebook make their money from you being able to spend some money with them. They already have this pool of audience, right? And for them to make some money from you, they need you to understand where you want to go and spend your money. So that is it. Now, I can just come in here. As you can see, automatically people on Facebook and Instagram in Nigeria and two others. So which means here, I've actually selected or is filtered into two different lists. So let me select the, okay? Is as simple and very straightforward when you are using this platform. So let me just say I'm using Nigeria as a country. Okay? So when we have something like this, okay, I can filter now. Come on. Okay, so I can have this. All right, so this is for it for the audience, right? We have estimated audience for this location. Then for this location that I have, okay, this is the potential audience that I can get that is showing me now. So if you scroll down, oh, awesome. But it's taking me to where I don't want it to take me to. Let's go back to our audience. Then go to potential audience. Okay. Potential audience is what I'm looking for. Perfect. So this is potential audience now. Okay. Now for this potential audience that we have in Nigeria, this is what the demography looks like. You will see that on Instagram and Facebook in Nigeria, people that identify to be within 18 to 24 years, right? This is what it looks like. Okay, yeah, so sorry about the break. Yeah, let me see what's happening there now. Let me see what's happening there now. Are you following on the screen or you're still? Or were you trying to do it there on the so because for oh okay, perfect. Oh okay, okay, I understand. Okay, thank you. All right, good night. Thanks for giving me that feedback. Actually, guys, we have the offline class going on too, so it's simultaneous. So we are going to be having this. There's no changes actually, but it's just to carry ourselves along so that we will not be left behind for so long. Now, you got how we get to this point, right? And this is like we are trying to know our audience, our desired audience that we have on Facebook. And for us to do that, this platform is called Facebook Audience Insight. So we have, just like, Google. Google has different types of platforms, like Google YouTube, Google Search, Google Play Store, Google Ads, and what have you. There are tons of applications like that. Facebook too has their own. Just like we have Meta now is the name of the company, right? So Facebook is one of their platforms. Instagram is one of their platforms. WhatsApp is one of their platforms. Facebook Audience Insight is another of their platforms. Facebook Ads is another of their platforms. Facebook Business Manager is another of their platforms. Okay? So for Facebook Audience Insight, it's specifically created for you to be able to identify your audience that are on Facebook. And what do you want to achieve at the end of it all? To know for your desired people, where are they? Right? How many are they? What do they love doing on Facebook? Okay? So for this, that's why look on the board now, right? So if you can see what we have here, you will see that for this location, Facebook in Nigeria, right? We are saying how many are they? We have 29.4 million people to 34 million people that are active on Facebook on daily basis. That's what this is telling you. So these people say they are in Nigeria and they are either on Facebook or Instagram. 24 to 34 million people. Okay? Then, within these people, how are they distributed in age group? Within 24 to 34, this is what it looks like. Within 25 to 34, this is what it looks like. 35 to 44, this up until the end, right? And even within that, males and females, you will notice that on Facebook, right, males are more dominated on Facebook than females. But if you go to Instagram alone, to be honest with you, females will dominate. Okay? So you need to know things like this. Then, if you go back, within Nigeria, right, look at what it's like. People that identified that they are from Lagos, they are more on Facebook than any other part of Nigeria. So you see, if you are now if you are even thinking of where are your audience, If your audience are in Nigeria, you have drilled it further that, oh, my audience are more in Lagos than in Abuja. Of course, they are more in Abuja than in Warri. So you see, every data is already there for you to look at. Okay? Now, let's go down. There are still other things. Apart from those things that you have seen, which other pages does this audience are affiliated to? You see, for financial service industry, there are more to Guarantee Trust Bank. There are more to Zenith Bank. Okay? For media and their news, you can see legit.ng, CGTN. Then for comedy, AY, Emanuela. You can see that these things, even we that are Nigerians, it's not too wrong. Okay? So these are the things that comes into play when you are having something like this. Now, this is one thing. Currently, I know Facebook, they are busy working on how to get their things up and running. So at this point, whatever they are doing is not, a lot of changes is happening every day. So initially, when you come to this place, you are supposed to be able to filter this. So let's filter and see. We are looking for people specifically in Abuja Federal Capital Territory. Then you can see it's changing. Are you with me here? Abuja Federal Capital Territory that identified that are on Facebook is now 1.6 million to 1.9, not 34, not 26 to 34 again. So if I add Kano State as a whole, if I add, see, it's now up to 4 million. Okay? Now, this is the beauty of it. If I scroll down, the demography changes. Okay? Now, it's not even that. Let's not stop at that alone. If I come here and say interest, so let's say you say you run a ministry, right? Okay, so what do you think your target audience will be interested in? Or if you are looking for a typical target audience, what is the one thing that you are looking at? Let's say Christianity. Okay? Christianity. This is supposed to be giving. Uh-oh. Christianity supposed to give me auto suggest. Okay, let's look at religion. Okay, so I think religion should come up. True religion, not religion, bad religion. No, that's not what I'm looking for. Prayer. So, no. What else? Let's look for keyword that can bring something that is related. Because the most important thing is, if you get one keyword, okay, financial freedom, finance, of course, finance will come. Finance will definitely come. Okay, so just let's look at that keyword. You will see from 4 million we're back to 1.6 million. Remember, let me remove Kano and let's see what's left over there. 705. So the more you put in your interest, right? The more you put it in, the more you will notice that, oh, it streamlines it. And this is the thing. The moment as you are doing that, even these guys will change. You see, Dr. Paul Enenche has come in. Sahara Reporter has come in. They were not there before. So if we can get the category of the religion part that is recognized by Facebook, you will see that all these things are going to change, and you start seeing names of some popular pastors. So what this means is, if I can come here, I think there are some other things we can do. It's just for you to use the filter. And the more you filter, the more you see the streamline and know exactly. Now, what this does for you is, I can just come here now. Once I'm done, let's say I'm satisfied with this, I want to run an advertisement. Okay? I'll just go, I'll click on create an advertisement, and I go and spend money on Facebook. After that's what they want me to do in the first place. Are we following? Good. So that is the basic of using this audience insight. And believe you me, it will help us to find where our audience are, who they are, who the audience are, and what we can be able to offer our audience. Okay? Now, aside this, for the audience research, let's go back to the father of all, which is Google. Google.com. Now, a lot of us knows how to use Google very well. I know we are experts in Google usage, but there are some things that you can use Google to do, especially if you are looking for insight. The most simplest one of it is you can just come in here and start typing, let's say religion. See, as I'm typing, you see my screen, right? As I'm typing, it's suggesting. Where do you think these things came out from? From the data. Which data are we talking about? Guys, you can join the conversation. From the net. Net. Actually, me too, I'm on the net. From the people that have come here to search, they gather this data. So as you are coming, they are suggesting for you. It's based on what is more popular. Yes, and whatever keyword you are typing, that's the one that is related that they will bring in for you. This is raw gold. It has not been polished. So as a business owner, if you are coming onto the internet space and you are doing some analysis to look at what is going on in the brains of your potential customers, start typing this thing one after the other. These things that they are talking about, start looking at it. Which one is more related? Okay? So it can be religious in Nigeria, religious in the world, religious Christmas message. If it aligns, fine. If it doesn't, you can type in your own. Right? Once I type in and do, I click on enter. What happens? Of course, there is another place that is gold. See, people also ask. This is their interest. For me to go to Google and ask, it means I have either a problem or there's something specific I want to know. So for this you are saying, people also ask, is another raw goal. With this, you gather this data to know what people, who your audience are. This is where you know them. Okay? Yesterday I talked about 3 things on audience, to know about your audience. I said demography. Right? The demography is what I showed you on Facebook and similar way, right? The psychography, demography is knowing about the physical thing. Who are they? Where do they live? What are they affiliated to? Like all those physical things. Like how much is even their income? Google Keyword Planner can even give you an average of their income, even if it's not available in Nigeria. If you are working on United States audience, they give you their financial income. Okay? Now, the psychography is talking about what are they thinking, what do they want to achieve, what's the goal they want to achieve, right? And also, what does success looks like to them? One thing is, they need to know what is the goal that they want to achieve. I'm hungry, right? For the fact that I'm hungry does not mean that is a goal I want to achieve. The goal that I want to achieve that I'm hungry is what? I want to eat. Okay? And what is this? What does success look like for me? What do you think is the success for me if I'm hungry? What's the success like for me? Yes, how do I know I've achieved the goal? That I'm okay. And by the time I'm eating, well, it's not drilling down. There is a check and balance. Your stomach is there. You are satisfied. Like you feel it that yes, you are satisfied now. And how do you know someone is satisfied? Either your stomach is filled or you can't take in any other one. So that's the success. That's what success looks like to them. Now, what is the psychography? For you to understand psychography, is two things you are after. Number one, what does that person want to achieve? Leave the problem. You know the problem already, right? The problem is that person is hungry. But what do they want to achieve that they are hungry? They want to eat food, right? Then how do they know they have achieved this goal? They are satisfied. For every product and services, these three steps is very key. There is a problem, that's why your product and service is there in the first place. But for every individual, what do they want to achieve with your product? And what exactly is the success that they are looking out to achieve? So if you look at that model, any product or service at all, you can fix it into that model. And the sociography is the simplest of all. Where are these people found? That is, where do they spend their time? Who are their friends? What is their network? Where do they always find themselves networking? For some of them, it can be on their social media handle. For some of them, it can be at a physical event. For some of them, it can be on their email. For some of them, it can be videos. Okay? For some of them, it can be an instant messaging app. Okay? So, these are things that you need to know about your audience. And of course, for this, the demography and the psychography, yes, is best known from all these platforms that I have shared with us. Okay? Now, there's another one more platform. Since you're already here, let me just share that platform because one thing we believe in IQ Vista Solution is if we make a promise, we try our best to keep it. So we say this boot camp, we are going to give out our heart. We are not going to hide everything. So all these tools I'm introducing you to, even if it's a premium class you are running, these are the tools we'll definitely run you through and make sure that you are good at them. Okay? So there's another very important tool that I'll show us. If you know this one, you know how to use it, right? Believe you me, it's another goal. The name of this tool is called Ask the Public. Ask the Public. Okay? Ask the Public. Now, how Ask the Public works? I think it's askthepublic.com. Yes, askthepublic.com. That's their website. Answerthepublic.com, I mean. Public.com. The name is Ask the Public, or the website is answerthepublic.com. Now, this is the thing. When it's just like Google, right? But this one comes in a very more relaxed way for you. Like you can get the whole thing in one place. This is the landing page. And what are they saying? They say discover what people are asking about. So for your industry, all you need to know about this is for you to know your industry. Okay? So once you are there, all you need to do is look here now, look here, because this is important. You impute your industry keyword here. Let's say insurance, right? You say insurance. Then before you click on search, you go down, right? You switch to the location that you are looking out for. Of course, Nigeria is here. That's if your target audience, if you are looking at to know what's happening in Nigeria, you look for Nigeria, make sure you switch to Nigeria, then you click on search. Okay? Allow them to do their magic. Now, after they've done their magic, you will be shocked at things that are going to come out. These are 80 questions that are asked. 80 questions that are asked about insurance in Nigeria. Okay? This is what is happening in Nigeria space. You can see our insurance premium tax deductible, right? Our insurance whatever, like this, you can see that these are questions that people are asking. This one is not me that put it there. It's not you that put it there. It is already people who are interested to know about this topic that are already dropping. Do you know what this does for you? As a digital marketer, if you have access to this, you can decide to create content. If you say you want to be creating content, this is only this section alone is 8. If you say you'll be creating one content about this topic per day, that's like 80 full days content. That means you can never run out of content. And it's not your content. It is content of people who are already asking questions. So it's just like someone who has problems asking for solution. All you need to do is to look for that solution. Give them what they want, and you recommend your product or service. Simple as that. Okay? So this one gives you insight into what your audience are thinking. This is psychography. So from here you can begin to know, which is the keyword that they are asking about now. Then if you are doing SEO, you can rank for that keyword. You can rank your website for that keyword. If you are using social media, you can use that keyword to create something captivating as you are there. Okay? Because one thing about marketing itself is marketing is not the end. It's a means to an end. It's a bridge. Okay? So if you already have this information, what else are you looking for? It's just for you to be able to transform this information, analyze this data, and if you have this data, analyze it and change it into information, a usable information, and you begin to implement. Okay? So 12:53. Wow. How many more minutes do I have, moderator? How many more minutes do I have, please? 6 minutes. Okay, so within the 6 minutes, let me see. We have been able to do justice to this. Then the next thing is platforms. Okay, so tomorrow we will be going on platforms. We'll be looking at all these platforms one after the other: Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, Twitter, YouTube, and TikTok. Hopefully, we should be able to exhaust all of them. And we'll be looking at. Let me just drop it. What we'll be looking at in them is we'll be looking at how they work. We'll be looking at why we should use them. We should use any of them. Then we'll also be looking at what else that is important. Yes, we should be looking at the kind of audience you find here. Audience present on them. I think this is the main points that we'll be looking at on these platforms tomorrow by the special grace of God. So I would love to stop here. We'll use the remaining 5 minutes to take questions, feedback, observations, inference, and what have you, so that we'll just call it a day. And I hope I've been able to impact 1 or 2 people today. Yes. Okay, so today we talked about the product knowledge, right? We talked about setting goals, and we talked about what's the name, knowing, identifying our target audience, using some tools that we have talked about, right? So we talked about these 3 things using some specific tools that I shared with us. So tomorrow we'll be looking at for the social media platform itself, because for the whole bootcamp, the main thing was to learn how to grow our business using social media. So that is how the whole thing is. So guys, I await our feedback. If you have any question or you have any observation, please, this is the best time for us to bring it up. Mr. Nathaniel, I'm expecting your feedback. Maybe if you have any feedback for me, I'll be happy. And yes, our chairman in-house here, you can also give us feedback and or question. Oh, okay. All right. Okay, so if there is no any other further question, please, I would love to call it a day now. And thank you very, very much for spending this time out with us. Believe you me, our main goal is to make sure that you never regret the decision for hanging out with us within this specific period of time. And as we've already said, we will make the videos available to all of us. The moment as it gets edited and pushed onto YouTube, we'll just share the link so that you go and view it. You can as well try out to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that whenever we have these things